I don't hate anybody, but I'm a racist. A racist is somebody that loves their race and loves their people.
What the fuck?
All right, Stephen. Stephen, where'd you grow up? Where are you from originally?
I grew up in New Albany, Mississippi.
And tell me about your childhood. You had both of your parents growing up as a kid?
My dad wasn't really in my life that much. My dad was a Vietnam veteran. He had a lot of health issues. He wasn't in my life a lot. I think my dad got in my life when I was about 16 years old. And my mother practically raised me and my brother herself. And also, I had a mother that was a very strong religious woman that raised me and my brother. So, I had a good childhood. I can't complain. I had a stern mother that that taught me, to be an honest person and a good person. So, I had a decent childhood. I really did.
What kind of kid were you in high school?
I was a loner. I stayed to myself because I still to this day I can't tolerate certain people. I just can't, and it's not really a racial issue. It's just I can't be around a bunch of people. I just don't like being around them.
Was there racism in your family?
When I grew up, in a time when the riots in LA was going on. I'd be watching TV and stuff like that, and you'd see when they pulled that old boy out of that truck in LA, the Rodney King stuff. And I grew up in a very racial time, so I grew up in a time where
8 months
where this stuff was not being forced down me, but maybe at the time I shouldn't have seen that as a child, but this was something that I seen a lot. It wasn't hidden from me. Racial stuff was not hidden from me. So yes, it was a part of my life. It was a part of my childhood.
I grew up in I grew up in racial times. I mean, motherfucker. Like, what do you think happened during those riots? Like, why do you think it happened the way that it did? I don't know. It just seemed like black people were mad. Let's not examine why. Okay? Also, when throughout American history has it not been a racial time? I need to understand, like, was there a point where it wasn't racial? Like, slavery. That's when it wasn't racial. It was, it was just everyone was living together. Dude, the funniest part about this is like, okay, let me just say something.
Bro, I've been trying to
in order to be a Klan member, it requires so much dedication. Like, you literally have to dress like this. And it's an automatic L, dude. Like, even before we get to, like, all the fucking other very obvious problems, okay? Like, racism. Like, what is this fucking Hogwarts school of racism ass look that he's got going on? Can you imagine being this big of a weeb for racism, dude? It's just automatic L, dude.
Mississippi burning.
Yeah, imagine you can't even do fucking magic, dude. Imagine dressing up like a fucking wizard and you can't even expecto patronum, dude. It's so sad.
When I was a kid, I always looked up to the Ku Klux Klan. I always admired the Ku Klux Klan. I always said that I'd be a great leader one day. I always said that.
Did you have relatives that were in the Klan?
My grandfather was a very racial person, but I'm not going to say he was a Ku Klux Klan member. But no, I mean, the Klan thing is something.
My grandfather was a very racial person. I wouldn't say he was in the Ku Klux Klan. He just looked from afar, He just looked at them and said, this is pretty cool. I would like to do that. So yeah, okay, he was a racism nerd. You became a racism weeb.
I took on my own. It's something that I knew as a child that I'd do this. This is my calling. This has always been my calling.
So you're the Imperial Wizard.
Get a new calling, you fucking idiot.
Imperial Wizard. That's the highest rank as far as the Ku Klux Klan. Yeah.
And Mississippi is one of the strongest states for the Klan.
It is. It's one of the Mississippi White Knights is one of the most respected groups as far as the Ku Klux Klan goes. We have the most respect. I had left the Mississippi White Knights for a little bit and started the North Mississippi White Knights, but now we're going to bring it back. We're going to get everything situated again, get the Claverins in order, and start everything back over again. So I've just moved back from Portland, Oregon. So I've got to. I lived up there for 4 years. It's very different. But I did love it. I loved the weather. I loved the beauty.
Wait. He lived in Portland, Oregon? Oh my fucking God, of course he did. This man did Rumspringa for racists in Portland, Oregon, which of course is the fucking whitest place in America. Okay? Sorry to all the fucking, Portlandia Andes, but like, Oregon was such a racist state that they literally made it illegal for people to have slaves, okay? Like, they literally were like, we just don't want to be around black people, to the degree that they were, like, literally anti-slavery. Okay? Just think about that for a second. When you're so racist, it's kind of like the American justification for not invading Mexico fully, because they're like, well, if we invade Mexico, then we're going to have a lot of Mexicans that are American. That's not a joke. That's not a fucking joke, dude. It's literally not a joke. And that's precisely why, while Portland is like a beacon of prosperity and progressive values and whatever, the rest of Oregon is not. Far from it, as a matter of fact. There was a sign up until the 60s on the Oregon border saying no N-words allowed. Oh, Jesus Christ.
8 months.
And there's a lot of white people there, but they're liberal-minded. They have no idea. I was married to a girl, a Norwegian girl, and her family was very liberal in mindset and judgmental people. They judged me for being in the Klan. I'm no longer married to her.
Wait, they were judgmental towards you because you were a weeb for racism, dude. Like, they weren't judgmental because you refused to eat broccoli, okay? They weren't like, oh my God, you are so stupid. Why won't you eat seafood? Like, they were judgmental towards you because you were like, you believe that black people are inferior and that they shouldn't live next to white people. That's significantly, that deserves judgment. What the fuck? Why are you being so judgmental to me? I'm just being racist. What the fuck? I just admitted it.
But at the time, that was the love of my life. And it didn't work out. It just didn't work out because people are judgmental. They're too judgmental about everything you do in your life. And at the end of the day, they need to look under their doorstep and sweep and see what they've got going on in their life. Most people that judge me for being in the Ku Klux Klan and hate me for being in the Ku Klux Klan, there's an underlining reason for that. They're gay, they're homosexual, they're a race mixer. No, something like that. But I don't judge anybody. I give any.
Bro, this channel is awesome. This guy is fucking such a freak. Like, the most delusional person on the planet. This is awesome. I love that. I love this. I love this channel. Or, maybe they think it's fucking disgusting to think this way. I don't know, man. You're a race mixer. Still the least racist white man in Mississippi? True.
Anybody a chance. But if you want to judge me and say, hey, this is that's wrong for the Ku Klux Klan, then I'm going to judge you. Because you're giving me an open door to judge you. So I'm not really a judgmental person. I don't force my beliefs on anybody until they want to judge me.
Dude, you literally are a Klan member, dude. Oh, this is so great. By the way, how similar is this to conservative rhetoric? How similar is this to conservative rhetoric where people are just like, actually, why are you judging me for not wanting? Well, I'm not racist. You're just judging me. Why won't you? I'm just asking questions like, why won't you let me coexist? What about the diversity of opinion? Like, you must be a gay homosexual. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. You're literally a Klansman, dude. You are literally a grand imperial wizard. And he's like, I'm not judgmental. Your entire worldview revolves around being like immediately judging black people as like different than you, okay? And not human. Like, that's nuts.
So.
Interesting. So the South is notorious for racism. There's a long history of slavery, segregation, all kinds of issues that you guys get.
The poverty thing is that
Dude, I need to hear him say the Confederacy wasn't about slavery. It'll make it so much better. Please, I hope he says, you know, people say the Confederate flag stands for racism. It's kind of fucked up. It's actually about states' rights. Like literally on the fucking arm of his grand wizard robe, dude.
we have, like I said, I lived in Washington State. I lived in Portland, Oregon. And we have a lot more freedoms here than I did up there. So there's...
Yeah, he means like freedoms to be fucking ruthlessly racist. Like entirely disrespectful, just a monster in general. That's what he's talking about as far as his freedoms.
Positive and negatives about the state of Mississippi, but I love the state of Mississippi. It's my home. I love it. There's great things about the state of Mississippi, and I love it. And the blacks tend to want have a reason to bitch. Sorry about my language. They want to have a reason to gripe.
Pogu 9 months.
He said, sorry about my language, dude. You think saying the word bitch is the bad part of that sentence, dude? I gotta run that back.
Just had a thought, would America be a third
and I love it.
country
And
without immigration?
the blacks tend to want have a reason to bitch. Sorry about my language. They want.
How dare you? This is like when Alex Jones was like, this guy's a psychopathic pedophile and a son of a bitch. I'm sorry, this is a family-friendly show. Like, dude, are you fucking nuts, dude? Are you nuts? Are you? Oh my god, dude. God, what a polite man.
They want to have a reason to gripe. They want to have a reason to throw a fit. They want to have a reason to tear shit up. And
yeah, and what, you guys are giving black people more reason? Like, is that what he's gonna say? I don't understand. Like, this notion that like black people that are protesting racial inequalities in the criminal justice system or in like systemic racism is wrong is a delusional point. Obviously, it's ahistorical, all that stuff. But then also on top of that, he's like, so we're giving them a reason? Like, you're literally in the KKK. Like, you can't have this conversation. You are in a white supremacist terror organization that exclusively revolves around and has a history of murdering black people. So what do you mean, like, oh, blacks want to tear shit up? Like, what about you, dumbass? Like, that's literally what you do. Those are just like regular black people that have an justifiable and honorable cause in fucking protesting the conditions that they're subjected to. You just don't want to live next to black people that are human beings, like and recognize them as human beings. Like, uppity is a term that has a lot of like racism baked into it, right? This notion that, and for those of you who don't know, this is like something that people say about black people. Well, racist people say that about black people, right? And it's like, it literally fits. It doesn't fit for black people. It literally fits for Klans members. Like, you're just uppity. You're literally just like crying for no reason. Like, you have everything else going on. And you're just fucking crying like a little fucking baby about black people existing alongside you, dude. That's nuts. Didn't David Duke's political career start in exactly the same way? Stop platforming Klan wizards and the problem might go away. Yeah, dude, I'm literally platforming this guy right now. There are 35,058 people in my chat currently, as of this moment. There is not a single fucking person. Now everyone's going to meme about it, but there's not a single fucking person that will be watching this video alongside me and go, man, that guy's got some good ass ideas, okay? Not a single one.
And that's where the Ku Klux Klan comes in to put a stop to it and say that's not going to happen. You know, I've had corrupt cops in the city of Tupelo lose their job because Ku Klux Klan was involved because we wasn't going to have it. we weren't going to have it. I stood up for my people in the city of Tupelo and in the state of Mississippi. But blacks blame it on themselves. They do. It's like this officer that got shot in Atlanta. I mean, the officer that shot that guy in Atlanta took his taser, man.
Like, at least black Israelis have drip. You know what I mean? Like, these guys, they just, like, run around like fucking little wizards. They can't even do, like, any cool shit. They have no superpowers. At least black Israelites literally look like Mortal Kombat characters, okay? Straight up. Don't know if they can cast spells either, but at least, like, they look fucking cool. This is just the wackest drip, dude. You're wearing, like, styrofoam on your head. Their superpower is racism? Yeah, your grandfather, dude, super powerful.
But what people don't understand, if you read the Turner Diaries, it plainly says it, that if you get the law, that's the last line of defense between us and communism. If you
I love Turner Diaries. This guy is awesome, dude. Yeah, read the Turner Diaries, you know? That's good reading. Them's good reading, brother. My man said Turner Diaries, dude. Okay, we can't even say Turner Diaries in the fucking chat. You fell off, sadly. The hood watches the Klan member now.
Hi.
Yo, Hasanabi, you fell off. We're watching the Klan guy now.
you get rid of law enforcement, if you get rid of law enforcement, then that gives them, the communists, an open door to come in and take over. And I got a 19-year-old.
Literally chat yesterday when I was talking about American imperialism. You get rid of the military, then China is open door for China to come in and take over, dude.
Daughter. And that era, her age, around that age, is going to be the worst. The worst. I don't know what.
Because you, her father, is a fucking weeb for racism. That's why it's going to be shit, dude. For no other reason other than the fact that you, her father, are a racist. A Klansman.
This country's going to become, because they're freeloaders. They don't want to work. All they want to do is smoke dope. They don't want to work. They don't want to do right. And and I try to instill that in my daughter. And I try to tell my daughter, that is going to be the worst generation ever. My generation was slacking on a lot of things, but that era, that generation is going to be, we're fucked. I mean, this country's fucked. But that's where the Ku Klux Klan is going to come in and say we're not going to have it. We're not.
Yeah, get fucked, bitch. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. We're not going to have it. What do you mean? You're like 12 people in your fucking racism club, okay? Oh, thank God. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, dude. Okay. I don't know, man. Sounds kind of judgmental. White Power Ranger.
We're not going to have it. We're not going to put up with it.
What is the basic idea behind the Klan? It's not just as simple as racism, right?
My belief and my goal for the Ku Klux Klan is
3 months.
It's not really, it is a racial thing, because you can only be white to be in the Ku Klux Klan. But my goal for the Ku Klux Klan is to protect this country from all out invasion, from anything, from any type of thing. The goal of the Ku Klux Klan is for the advancement of the white race. I'm not a bigot, but I'm a white separatist. I'm not a white supremacist. I don't consider my race superior. But we have to have organizations.
Oh, never mind, guys. He's just a white separatist, dude. He doesn't think his race is superior, dude. That's the worst kind of bitch, too. You know what I mean? Because he's too much of a coward to be like, no, I think it's better. Like, you know what I mean? He said, I'm not a racist. I mean, I'm not a bigot. I'm a racist. He said he was a racist in the beginning of the fucking interview. Now he's like, I'm not a bigot. I just want to make sure that fucking, black people don't live in America. Okay? It's just what it is. Yes, I'm playing RuneScape music in the background in honor of this fucking dipshit's wizard robe. Like, dude, listen. You wake up in the morning, okay? You made your Norwegian wife sew up this fucking getup, okay? This thing is in your closet. You put it on to go do an interview. At that point, just fucking admit that you're racist, which you did in the beginning of the video anyway. But Like, literally, what's the point? Like, why are you, like, what blow are you softening? Oh, shit, dude. This guy in the fucking Grand Imperial Wizard robe, actually, he's not racist. Like, fuck, dude. They aren't married anymore. I know. I'm just saying, like, his ex-wife made it. You know what I'm saying, though? It's like, who are you going to win over with this? Like, oh, well, he said he's not racist. I guess he's not racist then. He said it.
Thing. The goal of the Ku Klux Klan is for the advancement of the white race.
Was it you who
I'm
said
not a bigot,
softening the
but
blow?
there it is. I'm a white separatist.
Good job.
I'm not a white supremacist. I don't consider my race superior. But we have to have organizations like the Ku Klux Klan to instill the children and the people that want to join, to teach them that there's a greater cause. There's a greater cause. Being a Klansman is one of the greatest things in the world. I mean, I love it. I wouldn't take anything for it. And am I judged? I don't give a shit. That's one thing about me. I don't care what any...
As a cap, if you didn't care about being judged, then you wouldn't say stuff like, hey, yeah, I'm not racist. I mean, I just want to, I don't think whites are superior. I just think that they should be separated. Like, no, you are definitely worried about it, which is why you're, like, trying to soften the blow. That's it.
Anybody says about me, you can judge me, you can say anything you want about me, it doesn't affect me. Because the minute that a person takes time out of their day to judge me and say I'm wrong or I'm this and that means I've got to them, I've affected them. Because I don't give a shit what anybody else does. I don't. But the minute that they take time, it's like when people come to my rallies and they make them sign.
Bro, legit said he's not supremacist, but he's separatist. Yeah, exactly, dude. Separate but equal was literally the fucking way to advocate for Jim Crow laws. You understand that, right? When people say, I'm not a supremacist, I'm a separatist, ask them, why do you want to separate white people from black people then? And then they'll describe to you the exact same fucking things that racist people have said and will continue to fucking say. That's it. That's a way to make it seem more palatable. That's it. Okay? Goes all the way back to fucking
like
Tucker Carlson when he says, like, you wouldn't want your family to have individuals that don't know how to speak the language, right? Diversity is not a good concept. It's literally the exact same fucking way of thinking. All the way up there. It's like, why not? Why not?
Signs up and all this shit. You took time out of your day to go make a sign, go buy that marker, go buy that poster board. I affected you. I won. It's an accomplishment.
Dude, this is also at the heart of reactionary ideology, which is like, I won. I won because you're owning me. Like, I won because you hate me for how hateful I am, so I actually won. Copium. Like, owning the libs.
Accomplishment for me. So,
So separatism is a big part of the Klan?
I think that the only way that the white race will ever survive, is we separate. Now, I'm not saying that we get rid of the blacks. I'm saying that give the blacks, just like the Indians, give them their own homeland, give them where they need to go, give them just as much rights as a white man does. But you put the biggest wall up like Donald Trump's built.
Yeah, how about Mississippi, bitch? Okay. How about Mississippi, dude? How about every fucking area where black slaves worked on plantations? Okay, all of it. I bet he wouldn't like that. I'm just saying. Careful, these are the hard R's. It's fine. It's just like, bro, he's wearing a Klansman robe, dude. He's an Imperial Wizard. Of course he's going to say the N-word with a hard R. What do you mean? This outfit is the N-word with a hard R of outfits. Okay? Like, he's literally wearing it on his chest.
Built on the southern border, and where it's separated. You're separate. The whites and blacks are separated. That's the only way we're going to survive.
And so does the same thing apply to gays and Mexicans?
It's going to be odd for me to say this, but love is a hell of a thing. And it's going to
not miscegenation, though. Oh, I can't wait to hear this, dude. I can't wait to hear this, dude. Oh, let's hear what racist Dumbledore has to say about fucking love.
It'd be really odd for me to say this, but love sees no color in some ways.
Which is why we must prevent it. Which is why I'm anti-miscegenation, brother.
It's weird for me to say that, but it's the truth. Love does not see a color. But you got to love somebody. That doesn't mean if you get with a black person, you sell out your race. You act black, and you sell out your race.
What?
You love a person not for their color, but for who they are as an individual. That's the reason I say love sees no color. And it took me a while to get to that point. I guess living in Portland taught me that. But, you know, I've experienced. If you get out of the state of Mississippi and you go other places and you experience things.
Wait. I'm so confused, dude. Wait, but he literally is anti, like, race mixing. So what?
Pride.
What? You know, I'm a centrist when it comes to. I mean, I don't even know what to say about this. Like, I'm so shocked. You know, love is huge, brother. It's a big deal. You know, I went to Portland one time, and now I know. But it's like also at the same time, you know, white people and black people should not actually mix. What the fuck?
You find that love is an odd thing. It's an odd thing. It's worse than any drug you can have in your life. That's what I'm saying. I married the love of my life, and I'm still in love with her, but it's over and done with. But
dude. You want to fucking stop?
This guy hates.
You want to
gays so
stop
much
the
he's okay
KKK,
with
dude?
interracial
Abolish
marriage.
family court, okay? I'm obviously joking, but like 90% of these guys are victims of divorce court, dude. I still love my wife, but she won't be with me because, you know, I'm fucking gigantic racist. I don't know, dude. Just change that. Have you tried?
you don't see a color when it comes to love. You don't. But that means.
Is he saying that Norwegians are people of color, by the way? Because, like, his wife was Norwegian. But what's that about?
But you still need to have love for your race. You need to have love for your people. And is race mixing wrong? Race mixing is exactly wrong. You stay with your people. But
why?
Your ex-wife was white?
She's white. Yeah, definitely.
Are you religious?
I'm a Baptist.
But the Klan is a Christian organization?
Yeah, we're Christian. That's what we're about. I consider us like I said it before, like the Taliban or Al-Qaeda. I do consider us that. We're technically the same thing. We are.
Oh my God, he admitted. Wait, he's right. What the fuck? He's literally right. Oh my God, what is going on right now? Why did he admit that, dude? What the fuck? When I say it, people get mad at me because they're like, hey, what do you mean they're Muslim? There's different, brother. Like, this guy here, he's like, yeah, I'm the wizard. I mean, I'm doing Al-Qaeda for... Y'all-Qaeda! That's what I call ourselves, you know? Sometimes I say, Y'all-Qaeda! You know? He's basically saying he's a terrorist. He's a white supremacist terrorist. What the fuck? Yeah, that's why they call us white ISIS. I'm on board with that, you know?
Just like they are hot fighting, I said it before, they're fighting a holy war, we are fighting a holy war for Christianity, for our race and for our people. That's what we're fighting for. Have I done anything illegal? No. Have I been to prison? No, I've never been to prison. But I will always stand up for my race. And if it was ever a point to where I ever had to go to prison for doing the right thing and standing up for my race, I'd do it.
Do you guys still have rallies and cross?
Oh, definitely, definitely, yeah. I just had one in Russellville, Alabama. Cross lightings, yeah.
And there are still hangings of black men in Mississippi. I've seen news.
I don't think that's Klan related.
It's not Klan related.
No, I would know that if that was Klan related. I'm telling you for a fact, if that happened, if a Klansman went out and hung a black man in the state of Mississippi, I'd be the first one to know that.
Well, you're the head of it.
Wait, he's not even like... Wait, hold on. Is he saying that he wouldn't... He's not talking about it like he'd be opposed to it, though. That's very weird.
Organization. So you'd know.
I'm a leader.
He's like, I know about it because I'd be the one with the rope.
Brother Richard is my leader. but I am an Imperial Wizard. Brother Richard's an Imperial Wizard, but right now, Brother Richard is the man that taught me everything I know.
So the Klan is smaller now than it was when you were younger, right?
No, when I was younger, there wasn't any much Klan around. But now there's so many underground Klansmen because, I don't know. It's like a lot of people, when Donald Trump got elected, they think the white supremacists are just rampant. They think the white supremacists are just rampant, and it's not true. We have stopped. Like I said, I lived in Washington State and Portland. And I come back home, and it's amazing me how nobody's doing nothing. Stand tall for what you believe in. Fight for this shit, and get and that's what now I'm home, and we're gonna straighten the state of Mississippi out.
Wait, hold on. Is he talking about white supremacists and then he used the royal we? What's going on there? So he is admitting that he's a white supremacist. We got him, boys. Like we didn't know he was a fucking white supremacist. Like until this moment where he says it. That's crazy. Also, hey, pussy. You can't even fucking sit here and be like, I'm a white supremacist loudly and proudly. So, hey, guess what, dude? Guess what, dude? Maybe you're a pussy too, okay? Oh, you should stand proudly and loudly. It's like, motherfucker, you literally can't even stand proudly and loudly in basically like the most inappropriate almost interview setting that you've ever had in your life.
Did having a black president for 8 years affect you in any way?
The thing is about Barack Obama is a lot of people said that Barack Obama was worse than Jimmy Carter. I don't care who the president is. That doesn't affect me. I'm not a Donald Trump really supporter. I do support some of the shit that Donald Trump does, but Donald Trump also says a lot of dumb shit. If he'd keep his mouth shut, he'd be in a lot better shape. And that's the truth. But I love the president. I love Donald Trump. Wasn't a fan of Obama. Wasn't a fan of Bush. But in anything, when it's like the Klan was more awake when Obama was in there. Now that Trump's in there, it's like we've quit, and it's not going to happen.
Oh my God, he's saying that the Klan got complacent because they were like, there's an actual dude who's legitimizing the Klan on the fucking from the bully pulpit. Like, this is the same mentality as like gun manufacturers loving Obama and like Democratic administrations, because in the aftermath of a shooting in every single fucking Democratic presidency, gun sales skyrocket because people are like, hold on, they're gonna take my guns away, they're gonna take my guns away, I gotta go buy it. I love that the Klan was just like, yeah, the Klan went back to brunch, dude. Yeah, I'm going to Klan brunch. You know, we're going to eat fucking mayonnaise. Whatever the fuck they eat, I guess. Can't be eating no black food. No fried chicken for me, sir. Nothing, no tasty, delicious spices. Okay? Can't do that. Only mayonnaise sandwiches, brother. That's it. Nothing. White rice. No seasoning. On a gun, potatoes and mayo, raisins. No Italian food either. They're POC. I wonder what happens. Boiled chicken and mayo sandwich only, baby. Let's go. Mustard. His messaging is eerily similar to the Republican Party platform. No surprise there. I mean, yeah, okay, that's the point. If you've ever listened to Derek Black, who's an ex-Klansman, or sorry, not a Klansman, he's a Nazi who is the son of like a very famous Nazi who ran, what's the website? Fuck, I can't remember. Like, there's a very famous ex-Nazi by the name of Derek Black who is, who routinely talks about like no longer being a Nazi, and it's like real life after hate shit, right? No, it's not. Was it Stormfront? No, I don't think his dad ran Stormfront, or it could be. Oh my God, he's an Iraq War veteran, dude. Shut the fuck up. Are you serious? He's an Iraq War veteran. He became obsessed not with the protagonist of their struggle, but with those he saw as powerful Southern men in secretive society. KKK today, estimated 8,000 members. It was the daily It was Stormfront, I think, not the Daily Stormer. And anyway, so with Derek Black, let me just explain something to you guys. Like, Derek Black used to go to Republican conventions, okay, and would come back and talk to neo-Nazis in the American Nazi Party, stuff like that, about how it's very easy to infiltrate like Republican circles because they believe everything we believe. They just like don't have the courage to say what we say all the time openly. So he would basically give like TED Talks on how Nazis could very easily fucking, advocate for Republican values without, I'm paraphrasing what he said. Shut the fuck up. All right, let's keep going.
I'm going to be the gasoline and the match that's on the fire to light this shit back up. And I'm going to light it back up. And I can do it.
Yeah, right, dude.
I'm telling you, gasoline. We're going to pour some gasoline on this shit and light this bitch up, and it's going to be wide open. So
do you see whites as superior to other races?
no, I never said that. I'm not a white supremacist. I don't consider my race superior to anybody. But we do.
Don Black was the father. I'm talking about Derek Black, who was a former American white supremacist and the son of Don Black, founder of the Stormfront online community and godson of former KKK Grand Wizard Derek Duke. He publicly renounced white nationalism and chronicled his personal journey away from his personal beliefs or his family's beliefs. Yeah.
We do have a lot of accomplishments that is left out, that we've done a lot of great things. I'm a white separatist. I believe that we should be separated, but I don't consider the white race superior to anybody. I believe that the white race is the most beautiful thing in the world. It's like, do you even want me talking about my ex-wife?
It's up to you. I mean, we're not going to mention her name.
Okay, so I don't see how somebody, I'm going to tell you something about the beauty of the white race. Somebody can be Norwegian. My ex-wife was Norwegian ancestry. How you can be a Norwegian, or how you can be anything European, and then sell your race out and not be proud of your race. The Norwegian people are some of the most beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful women. I mean,
oh, I see what happened here. Did his wife leave him for a black man? I mean, he's not saying it, but he's kind of saying it, if you know what I mean.
The woman that I was married to was amazing. That was my trophy wife, I guess you could say. And, but how can you be, I'm English ancestry, but how can you be German or anything like that? I consider that. No, it's all the white race, but that is.
Yeah, except historically speaking, like the English did not consider, the English Americans at the very least, like including Benjamin Franklin, did not consider Germans to be fucking white either. They considered them to be swarthy. Same with the fucking Italians. Same with Slavs. Okay? So this notion of like whiteness is an ever-expanding concept, and the Irish are not, or were not considered white. Okay? So it's so idiotic for him to just sit there and be like, yeah, Norway, Germany, they're all white. And it's like, okay, well, they weren't back then, and it's a concept built around exclusion, so the fuck do you mean?
It's a superior. You want to talk about superiority. Norwegian, anything like that, that is a superiority of the white race. But how can you not be proud of that? If you want to talk about superior, that is superior. That ancestry. Like I said, I'm English ancestry. I'm Howard. All my people come from England. So, and most people in the South are that. They're English ancestry. So, but how can you be pure? I'll call that pure Aryan race and not be proud of that, and not stand up for that. I don't. It amazes me how that happens. It amazes me.
Yeah, I don't know, because like. Maybe because they're not psychos like you, dude. Maybe it's because you have to be a gigantic fucking loser to like care about what fucking race you are in this way, and have these like delusional fantasies about like dominating other races and go back to the way things were. Does he believe his English ancestors sold out their racial purity by allowing themselves to be conquered by Vikings? If you ask him, he thinks Vikings are white. So obviously he thinks like that's all right, you know? Uhtred, son of Uhtred, the Lord of Bebinbra. That was a good thing. Yeah, speaking of like anti-white superiority or like non-white superiority, the fucking Roman Empire in comparison to the development of like whatever the fuck England was at the time, okay? Talk about non-white superiority or the Islamic Golden Age.
I don't like race traders. I don't like race mixers. Because that's killing out the white race. Now, like I said, I'm not a white supremacist. I'm a white separatist. I believe that whites and blacks should be separate.
Pussy. Can't even say it with his fucking chest, dude. Pussy. Imagine being this much of a fucking coward, dude. Oh, God. Dude, you literally wearing a Klan robe, dude. It's done. It's done, dude. It's done. Who the fuck is going to be like, oh, yeah, this guy's got some good ideas. You have a Klan robe, dude. You said you're Al-Qaeda. This motherfucker literally was like, yeah, we're like Al-Qaeda, but Christian. It's like, but then after that, he turns around and he's like, but, you know, I'm not a white supremacist. It's like, okay. He doesn't have to say it with his chest. He's wearing it on his chest. I know. I don't know why. Like what level of delusion do you have to be on to fucking turn around and be like, I think I'm nailing this interview. I think I'm nailing this, brother. Nobody knows I'm a white supremacist. Yeah, bro. Literally everyone watching is like, oh, man. Oh, man, this guy really, he's got some good ideas. Like saying he's exactly like Al-Qaeda.
Separated. I don't believe in race mixing. I believe that race mixers are the worst part, that are ruining the white race. You know, I've had a black woman tell me that she would never be with a black man because the way the black men are. This is coming out of a black woman's mouth. A black woman that I knew, you know, everybody's got mammy or whatever. It's a black woman that practically raised me as a child, that babysitted me as a child, like a mammy, you know. And that woman will tell me to this day. She's an older woman, tell me to this day. She'd never be with a black man. Yeah.
How do you feel about the Black Lives Matter movement?
The movement itself, I don't know much about it. I'm going to be honest with you. I can't wrap my whole mind around what that is. I can't. What is that? A political organization? Is it a black supremacist organization? They have a right to be proud to be black, but
he's like, I'm too racist to understand what Black Lives Matter is. You know, I got thoughts in my head. You know, racist thoughts. So when new thoughts come into my head, I'm like, nope, this racist thought is just like pushing it out. Is not enough space for the new ones. Okay? I'm too dumb. I filled it up with racism. I can't put more information in there, brother. I'm sorry. I wonder what it could mean, dude. I wonder what Black Lives Matter could be.
Black Lives Matter, they are, to me, they're a black supremacist organization. And that's why you need organizations like the Ku Klux Klan to say, we're not going to have that. We're going to stop that. I've run into Black Lives Matter in Tupelo before, you know.
Chat, I just
How do you view
WTF.
what the Klan has done for you in your life?
The Klan, when I was a young child, like I said, I looked up to the Ku Klux Klan. I always wanted to be a Klansman. But the Klan has bettered me as an individual. I have people that come up to me and be like, man, I know who you are. Local celebrity around here. And I'm literally people I've worked with or people that I know call me the local celebrity. I don't consider myself a celebrity. I don't consider myself better than anybody. I put my britches on just like anybody else does. Anything that I've done in the Ku Klux Klan, I try to tell these other guys, stand up. take charge. Like I said, put the gasoline, put the match, light this motherfucker up, and let's go. Let's do it. And the Klan has always has bettered me financially. If I needed anything, food, my kids, anything, the Klan has always been there for me. It's made me a better individual. It's put something that I'm proud to be, something that that I can look up to myself. So, you know, they can say what they want to about me, but I've always tried to do the better thing for my race, my country, and the Mississippi White Knights, and I'll continue to do that. The Klan is if anybody wants to be a Klansman, take that chance in life, do it, because you won't regret it. Is it hard at times? Will it cost you relationships? Yeah, but if a woman won't stand behind you for she'll say, well, I'm not gonna be with you if you're in the Klan. You don't need her anyway. She's looking for a reason. They need to accept you. That's what women need to understand. That if you want to love, the white women have now turned into something that it blows my mind. It blows my mind. The beauty of the white race, they'll sell it out, they'll sell it down with a nigger, they'll sell down with a Mexican. I didn't mean to say that.
I thought he wasn't crazy. I didn't think he was wow, this is when I found out he's racist, I think. I didn't think so beforehand, but I wish we could deport motherfuckers like this, dude. I swear to God. Yeah, sorry guys. Turns out he was racist. It is kind of wild that a dude in a Klan's robe, it took him 18 minutes and 29 seconds to just say the N-word. But also on top of that, like, you know, he apologized for it. Like, why are you apologizing for it? Like,
now turned into something
I'm gonna run it again. I want you to to understand, like, you know, what went through his mind for a second.
It blows my mind. It blows my mind. The beauty of the white race, they'll sell it out, they'll sell it down with a nigger, they'll sell down with a Mexican. I didn't mean to say that. They'll settle down, they'll do anything, but they won't give the white man a chance. And it blows my mind. And
It's just, he didn't mean to say that, dude. He just, you know, it just slip of the tongue for him. Just a oopsie, dude. It certainly seems not casual, you know? I wonder if he's just like upset because it's a curse, technically.
a woman wants a real good man and a respectable man, she needs to look for a Klansman. Because a Klansman's going to stand top of what he believes in. I'm not a coward. I don't cover my face. I will never cover. When I joined this organization, to be a leader, to take charge, to be a role model for other men. So I will never hide my face, because the Klan is the greatest thing that has ever come in my life, and I do not regret it. Love it. Love it.
So it's Juneteenth this weekend. Will you be celebrating?
No, definitely not. No.
No rallies, nothing.
That's something about that. I don't know much about that holiday. I don't know. I know it's free to the slaves or whatever, but I believe.
But I thought you were a separatist, dude. When you know, slaves were not separated when there were slaves in America. So I thought you were just a white separatist. Like, shouldn't you be on board with that? That's so strange. You know, what's going on? That's just separating black people from the people that bought them.
I believe that when we brought them over here, we bettered that race. If they think they've got it so bad over here, take your ass back to Africa. I will gladly pay for a boat trip for a boatload of them motherfuckers and take them back there. I will pay for it. I will rent the boat and pay for that son of a bitch if they don't like it in this country.
And there it is. And that, by the way, is not just a Klansman talking. You hear that from a lot of Americans, dude. That's not like that's not just a Klansman take. I've heard this from white people who are not a part of the Ku Klux Klan. Okay, that like slavery overall was good for. Well, but that slavery overall was good for black people or whatever, and then talk about how it's like for those of you who are not around whites or are not white passing enough that like white people will feel comfortable saying shit like that around you, you will fucking hear that. Some of it comes from, oh, there it is. PragerU. The people made worse off by slavery were those who were enslaved. Their descendants would have been worse off today if born in Africa instead of America. Put differently, the terrible fate of their ancestors benefited them. The great Thomas Sowell, who himself is black. So how do you dunk on people who say that? Dude, you dunk on them and be like, hey, guess what, dude? You can't fucking enslave people and then act like you are bettering their lives, especially after centuries of fucking colonization that destroyed and set back African development. Okay? That's so insane. That is an incredibly insane thing to say. My middle school and NC tried to teach us the benefits of slavery to African Americans. What
Having
the
2
fuck?
months, Big Daddy.
Gladly pay the ticket. I will pay the ticket. I mean, I will set up a PayPal account, send them blacks back to Africa, donate, and I'll put them on a cruise ship. Let them have fun.
This was
While they're
insane.
going back to Africa. They won't like it, and they'll come their ass back over here. You know.
All right, Stephen. Thank you for talking with me and sharing your views. It's very interesting stuff. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you, man.
All right, yeah.
Okay, there's another one.